Hi guys, we're going to run through this real quick. Lesson 6, talking about scientific notation. So scientific notation is just a way to write really big numbers with tons of zeros, or really small numbers with tons of zeros after the decimal point. So what is scientific notation? Well, it's when a number is written as a product of a factor and an integer power of 10. So if you look down here at our symbols, I have A highlighted. So that's our factor. That can be any number between 1 and 10. Okay, it can't be greater than 10. It can't be less than 10. That's important to remember. Okay, the integer power of 10 that it's talking about is N, that's highlighted right here. Okay, N can be any integer, so that means 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, 15. Any integer. So here are some rules. If a number is greater than or equal to 1, the power of 10 is positive. So that means any number that's greater than 1 or is 1, the power of 10 is positive. So that means that N, let me highlight it again. This N right here is going to be a positive exponent. Okay, well, when will it be a negative exponent? If the number is between 0 and 1, then the power of 10 is negative. So again, this N would be negative if the number is between 0 and 1. So what's an example of a number between 0 and 1? 0.5, 3/4, 0.06. So it could be any of those decimals. Alright, so we're going to write each number in standard form. So this is a quick process. So we have 5.34 times 10 to the 4th power. So how you do that is you move 4 places to the right. Now, how do we know we move to the right? Because it's a positive number. So this is 5.34. We're going to move our decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to fill those two spaces with zeros. So our new number is now 53,400. Okay, so this is us writing it in standard form. Okay, so we look at number 2. What's different between 2 and 1? Well, our exponent is negative. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move 3 places to the left. Okay, so we're going to take 3.27. We're going to move the decimal point 1, 2, 3. We're going to keep the decimal and we're going to fill in those places with zeros. Okay, so 3.27 becomes 0.00327. It's important to notice in number 2, our exponent is negative and we end up with a decimal. In number 1, our exponent is 4 and we end up with that big large number. Okay. Write each number in scientific notation. So now we're going to write this how it started out. So if you look at 1, it gave us scientific notation form first. So now we're going to go to 6 and we're going to rewrite this in that form. So what are we going to do? We need to place a decimal point somewhere on these numbers where A, or our first number that we write down, is between 1 and 10. So I'll show an example. We have 3,725,000. Okay, we need to create that into a number between 1 and 10. So I'm going to stick that decimal point right after the 3, write down 725, and that's my beginning number. So we know we have to multiply this by 10 to some power. What is our power? We're just going to count our places. So if we put our decimal point here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places to the right. So our 6 places to the right means that we're positive. So we have 3.725 times 10 to the 6th power. For number 4, we're going to do a similar thing. We're going to start with a problem, our first number, and we're going to place our decimal point where it'll make the number between 1 and 10. So we have 3.16. If I did 31.6, that's a number greater than 10, so that does not work. So we're doing 3.16 times 10, and then we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4 places to the left. To the left means negative. We have negative 4th power. Okay, you guys do D and E, and in class we'll discuss number 5, so don't worry about that. All right, if you have any questions, just email me and write them down for class. Thank you.